How's it going, guys? My name is TJP, and welcome back to another NBA 2K23 MyNBA video. So, I wanted to do something a little bit different from, like, the 0 overall 82-0 challenge. It's a bit different, but it's also the same in a way. It's not just putting a player in and seeing what happens. We're trying to figure out who the GOATs of GOATs is. Now, what does that mean? Well, Lou Webb gave me the idea. Now, his idea was put 40 overall for everyone except LeBron, Kobe, Michael Jordan, and Wilt to see who the GOAT is. I'm going to take that a step further, and I'm going to put... what I did was I put every single all-time player on, the best all-time player on each team. One thing I will say, no duplicates, so LeBron isn't on there twice. And also, for the Lakers, because you specifically requested Kobe, Lou, I'm going to put Kobe on there. He's tied with Magic and Shaq. Magic was up top, but I was just like, alright, we'll just do Kobe. Just for the video's sake, because you were the one with the idea, the inspiration for this idea of trying to figure out who the GOAT of GOATs is. The GOAT of GOATs. There we go. Who is the GOAT of GOATs? This could be the video. 40 overall league. Should be fun. Leave a like, subscribe. If you're enjoying the content, comment out some videos. Go to socials, playlist, second channel, main channel. Down below description if you like the content DJP. With that being said, let's get on to the gameplay. Alright, so one thing I will say, besides this league being a 40 overall league, injuries are going to be off this time around. I usually keep the sliders all the way down. This time I'm just turning them off. I want it to be as fair as possible. Also, trades are not going to be on. Not that it would really matter, but I don't want somehow, some way, the guys, like, teaming up. It just would not make any sense. So, we're going to take a look at every roster. So, you guys might be wondering who is on what team. So, we'll kind of just go through them. So, we got Moses Malone for the Sixers. Bucks have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Jordan, obviously, on the Bulls. LeBron's on the Cavs. Larry Bird for the Celtics. Kawhi for the Clippers. Ja Morant was the best overall player. Him and Zach Randolph, but he was the first one. So, Ja Morant for the Grizzlies. Dominique Wilkins for the Hawks. We've got D. Wade for the Heat. Glenn Rice for the Hornets. John Stockton for the Jazz. Oscar Robertson for the Kings. Walt for the Knicks. We got Kobe for the Lakers. T-Mac for the Magic. Dirk for the Mavericks. Dr. J for the Nets. Thompson for the Nuggets, interestingly. Paul George for the Pacers. Chris Paul for the Pelicans. Isaiah Thomas for the Pistons. Vince Carter for the Raptors. Hakeem Olajuwon for the Rockets. Tim Duncan for the Spurs. Steve Nash for the Suns. Kevin Durant for the Thunder. Kevin Garnett for the Timberwolves. Clyde Drexler for the Trailblazers. Wilt for the Warriors. And then finally, we've got Elvin Hayes, Washington Wizards. So now, with that all being said, you saw the players. We're going to simulate the entire season. We're going to look at the awards. We're going to look at league leaders. Let me know down in the console, who do you think is going to be the GOAT of GOATs? I guess to determine that, it's whoever wins the championship, I guess, right? I would think that would prove once for all who's the GOAT of GOATs, who can lead their team to a title. So, let me know down in the console before watching. Alright, we're just going to sim. I'm controlling every team, but CPU's doing all the things. Again, I disabled trades, injuries, and all that, so we really should be worried. But I am curious to see what teams are going to make it and what teams don't, right? If I had to guess, I mean, obviously the lowest player, I would be shocked if Ja Morant won, but, you never know. Maybe he'll be just on a really good team, but I think it's going to be I want to say it's a center, but I don't know. I mean, it's going to be interesting, though. It's going to be really, really interesting. The fact that every team has, like, at least, like, a really good player, so even though there's still a talent discrepancy, it's going to be interesting. I'm curious to see what's going to happen. So I hope you guys are too. Again, Lou, I appreciate the idea. I was like, you know what? You gave me that inspiration for this. I was like, whoa, well, instead of just 4 people, why not just do all 30, one for each team? And, we'll figure out the GOATs of GOATs. The GOAT of GOATs. I keep saying GOATs of GOATs. I meant to say GOAT of GOATs. So, the GOAT of the GOATs. The greatest of all time among the greatest of all time. The greatest among the greatest, I guess. I don't know. Either way, trade deadline, I mean, again, we're we can stop simulating, I guess, kind of just to see the standings really quickly. Interestingly enough, Bucks are 40-14. So Kareem in the East, top seed. Moses Malone for the Sixers. Then the Nets. So that's Dr. J. LeBron for the Cavs. Hawks Dominique. Michael Jordan for the Bulls. Paul George Pacers. Vince Carter Raptors for the East. We can take a look at the West. Well, let's look at all the standings. So just look here. In the West, oh man, the Knicks at 8-48. Walt Clyde Frazier. It's terrible. Yikes. Okay, so the Knicks are terrible. I guess maybe too. The tendencies for the guys. Who knows? But the Kings are the best. So Oscar Robertson, Wilt here, Dirk, interestingly, is number 3. So that's a something to keep an eye on. Honestly, the Jazz aren't that bad. I mean, not the Jazz. Sorry, the Grizzlies aren't as bad as I thought they would be. I mean, they're not great, but yeah. I mean, Utah's pretty bad. John Stockton. So I mean, yeah, it's not looking great. But I mean, in terms of the worst, I mean, I didn't think the Knicks would be the worst. Kawhi, Chris Paul. The Lakers are 60-39. That's kind of surprising. So Kobe is kind of struggling. So yeah, I mean, I guess the original players so far, the ones you've listed, I mean, Wilt, game and a half back, but surprisingly, the Kings are the number 1 team right now in the entire league, which is crazy. So we'll keep simulating. We'll look at league leaders at the end of the season. We'll look at awards as well. I guess we can look and see who would be an All-Star. So we could kind of just did we already pass the All-Star break? We didn't. So we'll just sim past it and see who was an All-Star. Because I'm kind of curious just to see who made it and who didn't. So we'll just take a look. Let's see here. This was the Western Conference Eastern Conference. So Kareem, D Wade. This was Team LeBron. Team Olajuwon. So obviously LeBron was a captain. Dirk was a captain as well. So yeah, Kareem, D Wade, Hakeem, Tim Duncan, Oscar Robertson, John Stockton, LeBron, Kawhi, Clyde Drexler, Moses Malone, Dominique Wilkins, Kobe Bryant. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I think. And then Dirk with Carter, Durant, Irving, Jordan, Dirk, obviously. IT, Nash, Larry Bird, Will Chamberlain, Walt Frazier, Tracy McGrady, and Kevin Garnett. Interesting. Very interesting. I think that's what? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3, 6, 9... 12, so 24. So 6 guys didn't make it. Looks like Ja was one of them. I don't think I saw Elvin Hayes, but all right, cool. So yeah, just really curious. I'm very excited to see you guys are. I'm not even gonna cut. There's no cuts. We're just not doing cuts. We're simming all the way through. You're getting all this beautiful content, uncut, raw, for the most part. I mean, maybe we'll do some cuts here and there, but it doesn't look like we are going to be doing that. And the Sixers do it pretty good. There you go, MVP Oscar Robertson. So in a league of goat of goats, Oscar Robertson is the MVP. 46.4 points. The rebounds are probably wrong. If I had to guess, looking at the recent games, well, maybe not. I don't know why here he only played 29 minutes, 6 rebounds, but maybe it's not wrong. To me, it looks maybe like it's a bit higher, but so yeah, he was the most valuable player. So shout out to the Big O. Jalen Duren, Rookie of the Year, 6th Man of the Year, Joel Embiid. Defensive Player of the Year was Michael Jordan. So Michael Jordan took that. He put up obviously really godly numbers: 42.7 points, 40.1 rebounds, 5 assists, 3.5 steals, and 2.4 blocks. That's pretty insane. So in a league like this, he's a guard and wins it. That's pretty crazy. Most improved goes to Ja Morant. Interesting. 34.5 points, 48.8 rebounds, 5.6 assists. I guess because he is young enough to get it, and this is his 3rd season, he was able to get it. So going from 17 to 19, yeah, so he actually ended up winning it. That's pretty cool. 48.8 rebounds. That's pretty insane. At least that. Doc Rivers Coach of the Year. For the Sixers, that would be Moses' team. I think they were the #1 team in the East. So, that's pretty cool. All right, let's look at the All-NBA team. So, Oscar Robertson, he's here. You can see his stats, obviously, was the MVP. Of course, Michael Jordan was Defensive Player of the Year. LeBron, he put up some insane stats. 7.6 assists is pretty impressive in a league like this. Dirk, also All-NBA first team, 48.4 points. And then Wilt. So that's pretty neat to see. And also 50, 40, 90. That's insane. All-NBA second team. We got T-Mac. He put up 50 rebounds a game, 6 assists. David Thompson. Julius Erving was really good. Dominique Wilkins. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as well. And your All-NBA third team, Clyde Drexler with that 40-40. Look at IT, 40-40. Kevin Durant, Vince Carter, and Moses Malone. All defensive first team got Jordan. Stockton hit 4 steals a game, 30 points a game, 43.4, 8.5 assists. LeBron, Kawhi Leonard, Kareem, and Michael. Well, we just went to Michael Jordan. Of course, all defensive second team got Chris Paul. 28 points a game. Okay. 8 assists. D. Wade was there. Paul George, Julius Erving, and Wilt Chamberlain. Pretty cool how Julius Erving's hair goes like way above where it should be going. Dude's got a giant afro. Does he not? So, if we take a look at the standings, so Oscar Robertson in the West, #1 team there. But yeah, you can see in the East, so the Sixers, Nets, Bucks, Cavs, Hawks, and the Bulls in the playoffs play in. Raptors, Pacers, Wizards, and Heat. So, Larry Bird didn't make it. T-Mac, Isaiah Thomas, Glenn Rice, and Walt Frazier didn't make the playoffs in the Eastern Conference. In the Western Conference, John Stockton, Chris Paul, Kawhi Leonard, Kobe missed out, and Steve Nash. And the play-in, the Grizzlies surprised me getting to the play-in. Houston with Hakeem, Kevin Durant, and then we got KG in the actual playoffs itself. Oscar Robertson, Wilt Chamberlain, David Thompson, Clyde Drexler, Dirk Nowitzki, and Tim Duncan. Pretty insane stuff. Let's take a look at league leaders really quickly. See what we have going on over there. If we look at the league leaders, in terms of points per game, it was Dirk. Scoring title. So that's pretty insane to see. Rebounds per game. Every single one on the average at least 40 rebounds. But LeBron was the rebound champ. Assists goes to John Stockton, which is pretty nice. Steals goes to John Stockton. Blocks goes to Tim Duncan. And, yeah, good stuff there. So, we saw what we needed to see. We're just going to simulate the play-in. So, Grizzlies get eliminated. The Heat get eliminated. Thunder and the Wizards. So, Rockets and Timberwolves advanced. And so did the Raptors and Pacers. So, we're going to go round by round and see who ends up winning if we get any upsets. It's going to be exciting stuff. All right, sim the round. So, Michael Jordan is out. So, he's our first guy out. Michael Jordan got swept by Kareem. The Mavericks end up losing. So, Dirk is out. The Pacers lost. So, that means Paul George is gone. The Raptors, Kawhi Leonard. Vince Carter. He's gone. Timberwolves, KG, they're gone. The Rockets with Hakeem, they are eliminated as well. LeBron gets eliminated, surprisingly. Okay. And Tim Duncan is also out. Okay, wow. So there was some interesting stuff going on there. So Um, yeah, Sacramento wins in 6. Portland swept Dallas. We had 4 sweeps. 4 sweeps. Top 3 seeds in the East swept. Cavs lost in 7, so Dominique. Also, David Thompson and Tim Duncan, they were battling it out. Okay. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so tired. It was such a busy day today for me. Let's see. So the Kings and the Trailblazers, we've got the Warriors and the Nuggets. It's basically everybody except for this 4 or 5 seed matchup here. So top 4 seeds except for this one. So submit the round again. And Moses just swept the Atlanta Hawks. So they've been swept. So Dominique is out. The Nuggets lose in 5 to Wilt's team. The Nets lose, so Julius Erving's out, which means Kareem advances. And then the Portland Trailblazers with Clyde Drexler losing 6 to the Big O. So Oscar Robertson is putting up an interesting case for the GOAT of GOATs right now, as well as Wilt Chamberlain, which is not a surprise. Wilt is the only one in the original people of actually being on this list of that Lou Webb put out, so that's pretty impressive. Then we've got, again, here out east, we've got Philly and Milwaukee. So we're going to go game by game here. I don't want to simulate round by round, so we'll just sim through game here. Both teams, Wilt wins this one, game 1, 86-66. The Bucks lose, so Moses is putting up a hell of a fight. He's one of the most underrated players of all time, and I mean it's showing right now. Game 2, it's going to be the Warriors beating the Kings by 1 point. Here, though, the Bucks even up the series, 78-66. Game 3, and the Warriors are up 3-0 against the Kings. So basically, Wilt looking like he is dominating, and the Bucks are up 2-1 or down 2-1 now. They even up the series. They are 2-2. And will we be seeing, yep, a sweep. The Big O is swept and Wilt is in the finals. It's 2-2 on this side, though. Game 5 goes to the Sixers. We got to simcast this one, and maybe we hop on in if possible, and we're going to watch if that is the case. So let's just simulate the game here. We're going to go on fastest, and let's see if we can force a game 6. If it's close, we will hop on in. So let's find out. And it is looking a bit close here, so we might be hopping on in. I'm waiting a bit longer. We are going to hop on in. No, we're not. Now, I should have hopped on in. I went a little too slow there. Well, let's continue simming. Maybe something will happen now. Okay, tight one. 77-74. It's game 7. We can go to a game 7. That's fine. Sim is simcast. Let's see if it's close. I'll let you guys know if it is. Okay, it wasn't really close, as the Bucks ended up winning. I was gonna hop on in. I guess it was a 9-point game, but not close enough for me to hop on in. So, Wilt, Western Conference Finals MVP, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. So basically, I mean, I guess you kind of could have expected this, but yeah, the 2 of the best big men of all time. So Warriors versus Bucks, game 1. And the Warriors win by 14 points. Game 2, it'll be the Warriors winning again. So 2-0 series lead for Wilt. And is he really about to sweep Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Is that what's going to happen here? That honestly might be what's going to be happening here. Let's see if maybe the Bucks can force a win. But it's not looking good for the Bucks. Although they are pushing it a little bit here. Maybe it's close. Trying to avoid a sweep. But the Warriors are pushing away. It's tight. You know what? 3-point lead. Let's hop on in. All right. I'm going to move my camera here. That way you guys can see the score. So it's a 3-point game. Bucks could, maybe tie it. The Warriors down by 3. Clay misses. Actually, the Wilt's not in the game right now. So if I were the Bucks, I would give it to Kareem. 28 seconds, 15 to go. They got to do something here. They got to get the ball to Kareem. Vildoza takes a horrible shot. Kareem is not in the paint. And that might be it. They foul. I don't know what Vildoza was doing there, but that was a bad foul. But, I mean, with 21.2 seconds, he's probably going to miss both free throws. So, it shouldn't matter that much. And he misses the first, so that's not a surprise. They got to get the rebound here, though. They got to get the ball to Kareem. I don't know why Wilt's not in the game. And he actually made the free throw. That's impressive. So the Warriors up 4. I don't know why Wilt's not in the game. Maybe he fouled out. Yeah, maybe he fouled out. They got to get the ball to Kareem. Because Kareem's the only one that can actually make a shot. And then they got a foul. Instead they give it to Matthews. Connaughton puts up a shot. That's never going to go in. Rebound, though, Kareem. He gets the rebound. He puts it in. 13.8 seconds. You foul here. You hope for some missed free throws. And then you got to just give the ball to Kareem. Like, it's really all you could do. It's all you could hope for. I mean, there's not much. I mean, Klay Thompson at the free throw line. If this was normal Klay, you know, you'd be shaking. But it's not normal Klay, so this is 40 overall Klay. So let's see. Is he going to make one of them? He's not. Kareem gets the rebound. He gives it to Nassas. The Nassas to Matthews. 8 seconds. You got to give the ball to Kareem. 5 seconds. You got to give the ball to Kareem. He gives it to Kareem. He ties the game. He ties the game. Okay. He tied it. He tied it. Ooh, okay. He tied it. So, that's pretty good. That's good for them. 2.3 seconds. We might be going to overtime. Unless somehow the craziest shot that you might ever see in your entire life will be hit here. So this is content, ladies and gentlemen, right here. 2.3 seconds. No Wilt to be found. So he must have gotten not injured. He must have been fouled out. The pass to Klay. He's going to miss, so we're going to OT. I will be back in the Simcast. Continuing the Simcast, Bucks ended up winning, so we're going to a Game 5. Good for the Bucks. I obviously Wilt fouled out, so that's what ended up happening there. Game 5, we're just going to sim with Simcast. If it's close, we'll hop on in. If not, we're not going to hop on in. We don't really need to watch the celebration if there is going to be one. It's another close game, though, so maybe the Bucks can win it. It's looking like the Warriors might win it. It's tight. It's 60, 70, 72, 74, 75. Yeah, they're pulling away. Yeah, they won. Okay, I was gonna maybe hop on in. We don't need a celebration. Warriors win in 5. And Wilt is your GOAT of GOATs, ladies and gentlemen. 40.4 points, 63 rebounds, Finals MVP. So, yeah, I guess with that being said, let's go to the full screen, close of the video. Alright guys, well, hope you enjoyed this video. A little bit different from what we've been doing when it comes to, as my camera is out of focus, when it comes to the idea that Lou gave. But I do appreciate the idea, because this inspired me to do this. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Should we do this for other leagues, potentially? We could. We theoretically could. We could do... we could also just do normal players, too. Hypothetically speaking. For now, I can't do it for everyone to the show. Or it'd have to be legends, or a mix of legends, because of the way that that roster works. But for 2K, it works perfectly fine because of player DNA. So, I don't know. Let me know some other ideas down below in the description. I know a lot of people or comments. And then, I know a lot of people give me some of these, like, put this player in, see how they do. We'll catch up on those. Wanted to give a little bit of break of this and just do a different kind of video with it instead of just doing, oh, here's an 82 overall, 82-0 challenge, one player in the league. So, yeah. With that being said, I'm going to head on out. Take care, everybody. See you soon. Peace.